On the 50th anniversary of the construction of the Alaska oil pipeline, there is a huge new potential project on the table, an Alaska natural gas pipeline. The White House is pushing a new project that would carry natural gas from the top of the state in the Arctic down to the oceans near Anchorage. It's an 800-mile, $40 billion bet on the future of American energy, and it's generated a lot of passion on all sides. Brian Sullivan is up in the Arctic covering this story, and he joins us right now. Hi, Brian.
Becky, good morning. It is morning. It doesn't get dark here. It's 4:30 right now, and this is as dark as it was all night long. That's how far north we are. We're in a town of about 5,000 people, which is the largest town in 500 miles, an area the size of Minnesota, here in Upkiavik, also known as Barrow, Alaska. Later today, we're going to be flying over to Prudhoe Bay. And this natural gas pipeline, I want to be clear, this is not new. This has been something that the state of Alaska has talked about for decades. It gets momentum, then it goes away. It gets momentum, then it goes away. Well, we have three sitting members of the White House cabinet, EPA Administrator, Secretary of Energy, Secretary of Interior, all in the hotel about 100 yards behind me here that are trying to push this project. Okay, so what is this project? Well, it is a natural gas pipeline map from near Prudhoe Bay down to Anchorage, as you noted. Everybody knows the Alaska oil pipeline, 490,000 barrels per day. Every citizen of Alaska gets a check once a year. Why are we in Upkiavik here? Because this is the indigenous local community that is going to play a huge role in not only getting the tax revenue from this natural gas pipeline if it happens, but also determining the fate of their area. Now, last night, we were at a town hall meeting, about 100 local leaders and local residents over in the cultural center, where the three sitting members of cabinet, the governor of Alaska, and the aforementioned Senator Dan Sullivan of Alaska all listened to local residents' concerns about this potential pipeline because they have this frustration that the federal government will come in, kind of tell them what to do. We're going to tell you what to do on your land, and they end up kind of getting screwed, for lack of a better term, in the process. So last night, we had a chance to connect with EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin, and I asked him about this idea between balancing the growth of these abundant assets here, but also protecting the climate. And he said it's not a binary choice. Here's what he had to say.
It is not a binary choice between protecting the environment and growing the economy. The Trump administration chooses both. The people who live here, who clearly care very much about their own environment, this is where they live, they are choosing both. This isn't a binary choice for the people in North Slope. They choose protecting their environment and growing their economy. They are desperate for that ability to be in control of those decisions.
So you could tell the idea is that it's a lot about self-determination, Becky. On the business side of it, I would say the pipeline is estimated to cost 38 to 44 billion, and then you've got to build some of the LNG facilities down in the coast. ExxonMobil, ConocoPhillips, Marathon Petroleum, Hillcorp, which is private, and a few others, they're the players in the oil and gas. I've talked to all of them. It is unclear whether they would get behind a natural gas pipeline in terms of financially committing to it, because let's be honest, even for Alaska, the biggest state in the union, that's a lot of money. And that's the story we're going to be telling all day from here up, literally north of the Arctic Circle.
Wow. Brian, that is quite a journey, quite a pronunciation.
Upkiavik.
What I guess what the question is,
the airport's called Barrow.
Oh, I know where that is. Okay.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you throw up on that plane?
Not that one.
Oh.
So Brian,
those are
customers?
whaling boats, by the way.
Oh wow. Who are the customers?
Would be, yeah, those are whaling boats. They go out. The customers would be Japan, Taiwan, Philippines, maybe Thailand. Later today, we're going to be flying over to Prudhoe Bay, about a 45-minute flight. There are no roads, by the way. Once in a while, over the ice. This is actually spring. It's 20 degrees. It's June 2nd. There'll be the ice roads for the ice road truckers. The buyers would be Asia buyers because the ship time from down at the Nikiski export terminal, again, if it's reopened and built, it is right now shut down. It was just sold to Hillcorp, which is private. If it's reopened, it's about a 7 to 9 day ship from there to Japan versus a, say, 30-day ship from Louisiana or Houston through the Panama Canal to Japan. So the idea is that this natural gas, which would be about 3.5 billion cubic feet, what does that matter? That's about 1 LNG shipload per day. That would go to supply the Asian buyers. But again, $40+ billion, massive money, massive local passion, massive ocean. That right there is the Arctic Ocean. It is frozen.
Brian, we can't wait to see the rest of the coverage today. That is quite a journey. And thank you for bringing us this. We'll be watching throughout the day today. That's Brian Sullivan.
Thank you.